This weekend in Girl World, the future former King Beezer went outside the house again, and Foodie Beauty ate Syria's greasiest pizza about it. Hey y'all, I'm back. Cause just like Chantal all alone with a large pepperoni extra mozz, I'm gonna keep going no matter how cheesy things get. Salah's Canadian dream appears to be all but dead these days, but it looks like the emergency backup dream of being a neighborhood big shot with a real family may be starting to grow on him. He's working on his property, spending more time with the long-lost relatives, and Chantal gets left all alone to celebrate 8 years on YouTube. Now, I know some folks think she's not really going to go anywhere, and that a spousal visa immigration bees may still be part of the long con. I will admit that Chantal grifting for money to funnel towards Tweedle-Love-Rat, whether for immigration or home reno purposes, is a very plausible angle to the recent e-begathons. But I do think it's also just as likely that he'll play along with whatever manipulation she thinks she's pulling off, drain her until it's time for her to quote-unquote go, and that's when she'll find out that it actually is time for her to go and stay gone. With all she's said and done at this point regarding her husband's people, I think they'd just be a continued issue if she stayed in Syria. Unless, of course, she apologizes and they accept and then they stop hating her. Sorry, I know. At this point, the only reason I see him sinking anything back into this fallacy is for the sake of Canada, which, while still possible, depends on a series of well-planned, responsible decisions by Chantal. Someone who time and again has actively and aggressively chosen to follow her basest impulses and pick the worst option in any given set of choices laid before her. So, though Canada may not be out of reach theoretically, in practice, well, good luck to you there, little buddy. While an attempted Canada con or a Foodie returns to Syria post-holidays arc still would not shock me in the least, personally, I think Salah is starting to really see the potential for some kind of life for himself other than being a dead-end bum or a romance scamming rental husband saddled with the largest toddler this side of the Levant. In fact, this past weekend, Salah once again ventured out to a family gathering that Chantal was totally for real invited to, leaving our girl all alone with only the worst pepperoni pizza money can buy to console her. Thoughts and prayers for Girl World's new CPAP, y'all. Now, I'm just a cynical internet shithead. I don't trust Salah that much more than Chantal when it comes to being a responsible pet owner. However, his family seems pretty attached to Julia, and he seems to want to be a halfway decent human being for their sake at least. So I think she'll be all right in that sense. I do think Chantal will, of course, use her as an excuse to try to keep her hooks in Salah. That's going to probably be a little harder across international borders than it would, say, up the road in Gatineau.
Do you want pizza? Here's the pizza.
Why is there ketchup?
Comes with ketchup and hot sauce. Ketchup on pizza, I feel understood here. And a cute little smile.
Oh, you asked for it.
Wow. Wow. Extra cheese, pepperoni pizza.
Extra cheese, extra whatever else is going on. 1 minute in, and I think this video just made me lactose intolerant.
Yum. First off, I have a slush and a pepperoni pizza. Woo, it's cheesy.
Sometimes people talk about a food or they eat a food in front of you and suddenly you crave the food. Is there a name for the opposite of that? Can I get a reverse craving? Can someone give you a reverse like a Bizarro World craving where I've seen this and now I don't want pizza for like 3-4 weeks at least?
Oh, it's hot. Okay. Well, they don't skimp on the mozzarella, that's for sure.
That's like a frozen pizza made by a teenager left at home where they just dump a whole pound bag of extra cheese on there because they can, and you're 14 and your digestive system can take it. Oh, Lord. Yeah, extra cheese. All the cheese in the damn restaurant.
Oh. Beauty bite.
You're not serious. Only anime sucks could think that's serious. Maybe Teardrop. Teardrop's trash-eating husband.
That's so cheesy.
Oh, that expression really sells it.
Hot sauce. Pepperoni is
Hot sauce. Oh, put it over the whole thing. Mark your territory so no one else touches your leftovers.
So my husband
Your husband.
went to visit family. I was invited, of course, but
But you didn't go again. You were totally invited for real again, but you didn't go again. Okay, sure, whatever. Just eat your pizza.
I'm not feeling too social. And that's been one of the biggest challenges for me living here is people are very social here. You know, they're very friendly. You know, I love everyone I've met.
You just never want to be around them, and you're going to leave the country and your alleged marriage to get away from it. Okay. But you love them. And they invited you.
But I come from a place where my life, I was always, you know, in my life I was isolated a lot, so it's like overwhelming sometimes, especially when I have mental health issues.
All right, Amber Lynn.
And while they're accepting of me, I feel like
I was a piece of crap to my in-laws because of my mental health, y'all. Not because I'm a giant selfish toddler who was trying to isolate my rental husband. Allegedly, I don't know. Whatever.
sometimes people don't understand me here. Like, they don't fully understand.
I can't imagine why, considering everything they've likely been through, why they don't really understand your exact struggle. I imagine they do find it a little difficult to relate to.
At least the people I've met about my mental health issues.
And yet they seem to have done their best to keep you alive while you're there. I mean, let's be real. There's no way she survives this long in Syria without the aid of those around her, without the goodwill of her neighbors and Salah's family. It doesn't happen. How does she get her money? How does she get her food? How does she get anything?
Even just the bread is really good. And the sauce. I'm going to miss this pizza.
What sauce? It is 90% cheese and bread. Whatever. Or do you mean the packet of hot sauce? You're going to miss the pizza. What do you miss about Syria? The pizza. Okay. This arc cannot end soon enough, y'all. I know some folks think she's not actually going to leave Syria. I'm not ruling that out for sure, but good Lord, I hope she does. I'm so over this. Come on, girl, let's go. You don't need to be here with this pizza.
I don't mean to clickbait. I mean, he literally did leave me for the day.
But he's coming back and he left you a pizza. Yeah, no, let's go. I'm sick of this. We do not need to be in Syria. I've said it before. I want to see you spiral in an overpriced one bedroom while the tax man beats the door down. Let's get back to Canada. Girl, come on.
But I'm trying to hustle. I'm trying to do like everything to raise money.
And if it's Canadian Immigration Con with Salah, you know what? At this point, fine. Let's do it. Let's get him to Canada so he can be gone as soon as he's all settled and his paperwork's done. That'll be a fun spiral for everyone. Come on. I want the community to have a good time here.
To go back, to reestablish my life in Canada. Thanks to you amazing people, I was able to book my ticket.
Let's get in here.
So thank you guys for those of you who have helped. Some of you have been so generous.
I don't normally comment too much on the state of her hijabs because, frankly, I do not care if she chooses to wear religious garb, and I do not know enough about it to comment upon the way in which she wears it. However, I will say that this one appears to be made out of hopes, dreams, and fairy farts. It is not doing the covering that I think she wants it to do. Back to our normal programming. What kind of slush did we say? Is it just a slush? Who
Even
cares?
just like some people have sent $500. Some people sent, there's one person who sent $1,000. There's some of you who have sent 10, 5. Everything helps. I really appreciate it.
Everything helps me buy another college student quality frozen pizza and a KFG platter and some home fixtures for Sala, and maybe I'll get to Canada eventually, and maybe I'll come back. I don't know.
I have nothing when I go back. I need to pay my rent, but I also need, I'll have enough money for my rent, but I need to buy like everything. I don't even have anything. I don't have a bath mat. I don't have a shower curtain. I don't have a cup to my name.
For how many years now have you been furnishing and supplying home goods for whatever fart box y'all living in? Your husband, who sold off all your goods in Kuwait, can't give you a few bucks for that to go get a cup? No cups. She's got no cups, Wanda.
And I'm going to rent a car for just like a couple of days, so that I can
think about it. Find the rest of the story. Your mom ain't letting you borrow her car no more? Smeemobile's off the table? Is it that bad? Is it that bad that the Smeemobile isn't even on the table? She's got to rent a car. Okay.
Go to places like the dollar store and get some things I need, or maybe it's like a Goodwill or something. So, if you want to help, there's many ways. Watching my videos.
Wanda.
I have cameos, which are personalized videos.
Wanda.
Like the ad you saw at the beginning that you can request for birthdays, for someone else, whatever you want in a video.
Whatever you want, Wanda.
As long as it's kind of appropriate.
Or inappropriate, but in a way where she can have some plausible deniability. You know, just keep your feeder content believable.
PayPal for direct donations. There's super chats.
Wanda.
Super thanks in the comments. You can buy
Wanda.
a comment. There's all kinds of things.
Yeah, Wanda, just because you super chatted in the live doesn't mean you can't go back and replay and do a super thanks too, Wanda. Come on, girl.
You know? And I'm moving at the end of October because some of you people only watch my videos. You don't watch my live streams. So I guess these updates are going to be like reruns for my live stream people, but we have to also think of the video people.
Won't someone think of the video people? Yeah, she remembered the video people. She remembered she had a pool of untapped beezers she hadn't sucked dry yet because they can't show up to every random 6-hour live stream she does at whatever time.
By the way, no, this looks like grape, but it's actually mixed berry.
It doesn't look like anything. It just looks brown. How would we know?
That's so cheesy. Look at the cheese.
It's all we can look at. I challenge you to look at anything but the cheese. Oh, you can tell by those stringles that it has gone ice cold in the 10 minutes she has sat here with it.
I don't know if it's a seasonal thing, but the olive tree is dropping olives and leaves like crazy. Yesterday we had like a windstorm.
I don't know why the olive tree is dropping olives. Yesterday we had a windstorm.
I had to sweep like so many olives.
Maybe it's seasonal.
Some of them were purple. Some were green. Cheese does not love me. We are getting divorced. We are amicable.
Except for the fights. And you saying if anything happened to you that it was Salah's family. And him telling you to shut your mouth about his family and you calling him a son of a bitch and, you know.
You literally threatened my life. What are you, an abuser?
All that and...
A bit of a tiff, but...
A bit of a tiff!
It's painful.
Okay, you had an absolute meltdown because he went to go spend time with his family and you ate all of the food in the house and ran out. So you, what'd you call him?
What are you, an abuser?
There it is.
Emotional.
Emotional. She's just
But
a
at the
little
same
emotional.
time-
She's just a little hangry, y'all.
Necessary. I might do a video why, but it's for
You don't
happening
need to.
for a myriad of reasons. But I'm excited to go back to Canada and bees. and try to get my life together more.
Yeah, I do not want to hear her speak on the dissolution of her alleged marriage until she is in Canada, at least a good 3 dispensary beezes deep into that. Possibly going a little broke and raging about some situation that is totally of her own creation. That's when I want to hear it. Not now while she's doing this influencer voice and eating this terrible pizza and trying to be amicable. No one wants that. You know what the people want, Chantal. Let's go to Canada so we can have a rager. Come on.
I need to look for a doctor, like, before I get there. And I'll be leaving at the...
Something you've never done when moving from one country to another. Suddenly now she needs to look for a doctor before she gets there. Something she didn't do going to Kuwait while she was going on a tourist visa, so I couldn't really do that, I guess. Something she didn't do while going to Syria. Well, she went to Lebanon on a tourist visa, so I guess she couldn't do it then. But now we're going to be responsible. We're going to be a responsible international traveler on our return trip home to Canada, and we're going to look for a doctor ahead of time. Okay.
The end of October.
Drag it out. I'm really surprised she hasn't tried to push this up to Canadian Thanksgiving time, which is October 13th, but that may be a little impractical even by her estimation. It's also possible that Smee's like, nah, you don't need to hurry. You don't need to hurry home, cutie. It's okay. We won't miss you this year. It's fine. We'll still have Christmas, you know. I think they might be enjoying a Chantal-free Thanksgiving. I don't know. I'm just going to be a little bit of a conspiracy theorist about it all and say her not shooting for Canadian Thanksgiving could point to a little bit of a distancing on the part of old Smee.
That's what I'm going to do. I'll have the peace of being alone.
You'll have the peace of being alone, but who's going to do stuff for you? Who's going to run your errands or do things that are on the other side of stairs? This is the thing with the girls. They want to be left alone, unbothered to do as they please, but they also want to be completely coddled by their partner who they've turned into a caretaker. Wanting your way all the time, and then also on top of that wanting someone else to provide that way is toddler behavior.
And that's just what I want. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my video. Even though there's fan. I'm going to try to take the fan noise out, but sometimes it makes my voice sound robotic and weird, so
well, we wouldn't want that.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be doing a longer live stream at some point to try to fundraise a bit for my journey home, so stay tuned for that. Even just tuning in and watching means a lot to me, so thank you guys. I hope to be home soon, and yeah,
we've still got half a pizza left and it's over. Well, between her hands and the hot sauce, I'm sure no one else will want to touch it, so it's safe for later.
I'm super excited for that. So, and yes, Julia.
Oh, that was believable.
Is staying here. I've talked about.
I'm super excited for that.
The reasons. I weighed the pros and cons. It's not an easy decision. I was very, very upset at the time that I made the decision, and I still haven't come shipped to me somehow with like a pet company one day. I don't know how long that will take. It's expensive. But in the meantime, she's with her dad. She's our cat, too. She loves both of us. And he takes good care of her when I'm not around.
You just don't want to pay, but that's fine. You know, I'm not mad that Julia's not being shipped 30 hours in a cargo hold.
You love Dad. Anyways, guys.
More than
thanks
you.
for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
This was like watching someone eat a cheap Freddy Krueger mask they bought from the Spencer's discount rack on November 1st. I never thought I'd be haunted by a cheese pool, but here we are, I reckon. I don't know what these two are up to exactly, but I do have a feeling Salah is sneaking to the beat of his own drum lately, and the Foodie Scooty Canadian drive-thru arc may get realer than we all think, even Chantal. That's all I've got for this one. Like and subscribe if Wanda never gave you a dime, no matter how many bad decisions you cried about online, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
She needs weaned. Yeah, she's probably still...
It's looking for its mother.
Wanda, for the kitties, 50 US. Oh, Thank you
It is
so
trying
much,
to run
Wanda.
back to wherever its mother is. You just said you can't afford it. But you'll get some super chats and change your mind real quick, I bet.
If we take her, will you guys help us? Like, for real? Like, what do you think, babe? No?
What if she, Julia fights her or something?
I don't think Julie would fight her. She was raised in a house with cats. Thank you, Wanda. Yes, I will help. Because honestly, like, we have to... $50.
So
Thank you.
Salah has said no. And there was a little bit of concern about Julia. But then someone sent some money. Thanks, Wanda. And now it starts.
You watched it, didn't you?